The Hinckley Institute of Politics' 60-year history begins with founder Robert H. Hinckley. Born in 1891 in Provo, Utah, he led an extraordinary life. He was a pioneer in the early days of aviation, an established businessman in the automobile industry, a local politician, and grew to become an instrumental part of both President Roosevelt and Truman's administrations. Among his many other accomplishments, he also helped to found ABC Broadcasting. He would come back to Utah determined to inspire the next generation of leaders.
He felt every student should be a politician. He wanted all Americans to be engaged in the American political system. The U was the clear choice from the very beginning in his mind.
Robert H. Hinckley founded the Hinckley Institute at the University of Utah to introduce young people to politics and leadership through internships and civic engagement. Professor J.D. Williams was selected to be its first director.
He checked all the boxes. He was the man. And he had the energy and enthusiasm. He was the right person to be the first director.
The Hinckley Institute launched with a small group of student interns ready to make their impact on local politics. Within the year, the first group of Washington, D.C. interns were placed in host offices and headed out to the nation's capital. Their participation would launch one of the longest-running student intern programs in the country.
The state and local opportunities for students were much easier satisfied than the national. Going to Washington, D.C. was a big step, but we took it right away. It was probably surprising to see students from the state of Utah showing up for internships, jobs in the nation's capital. I'm sure that had never happened before. It was an exciting time for especially those students that got those internships.
As the Hinckley Institute was sending interns out into the political byways off campus, it was also important to bring politics onto campus. Coffee and Politics engaged the student body in civic dialogue, providing opportunities to hear from elected officials and thought leaders. This would evolve into the Hinckley Forum series, a cornerstone of the Institute's programming to this day. As the Institute grew, key staffers like Bay Gardner and Dan Jones ensured its enduring success.
She did enjoy seeing students grow and benefit. She was very involved in making sure that they had good experiences. Dan Jones was a passionate professor. Dan Jones helped students realize that there were a lot of different feelings of people.
In 1975, the Institute appointed its second director, R.J. Snow, a respected professor and administrator who prioritized expanding student access.
I know that his emphasis on involving all students with equal opportunities was something that he and Bay strongly believed in. When I started, it was a really small operation, but we were trying to involve all students on campus and give them a fair opportunity. And they had an enthusiasm for life, and they were excited to learn new things.
Throughout the 1970s, political discourse flourished, and Hinckley Forums provided a venue for students to engage with new ideas and perspectives on campus.
I think the Hinckley Forums are so important because it gives students and even the community a broader view of what's happening. The students can listen to politicians, to governors. We had a lot of international visitors that came.
1985 would bring the next director, Ted Wilson, a beloved former mayor of Salt Lake City. He brought his expertise in practical politics and inspired students to think globally.
Ted was a great communicator with people, with students and adults. He'd had so much experience being mayor, and he knew how to engage people and how to encourage them and how to connect.
With the move to annual legislative sessions in the 1980s, Hinckley interns were indispensable to lawmaking on Utah's Capitol Hill. The legislative intern program grew significantly in this period, both in terms of the number of students participating and the scope of their responsibilities. In 1996, the Huntsman Seminar for Teachers replaced the long-running Taft Seminar. Its mission? To strengthen civic education in Utah schools and empower teachers to inspire the next generation. A former Hinckley intern and Truman Scholar would take the Institute to new heights as Kirk Jowers stepped forward as director in 2005.
Kirk Jowers came with a lot of enthusiasm, and he brought a lot of good ideas, a lot of good contacts, a lot of innovating ideas like Hip Talks and some of our publications.
Under his leadership, the Hinckley Institute offered a first-of-its-kind campaign management minor degree and formally established a new global internship program, furthering Ted Wilson's global vision and bringing pivotal new connections to the University of Utah. Celebrating half a century of impact, the Hinckley Institute welcomed Jason Perry as its fifth director, carrying forward a proud tradition with fresh vision.
I'm thrilled to be here at the Hinckley Institute of Politics. This is such an amazing place, and I have to say, we've had great directors, but we've had great people working. The magic of the Hinckley Institute of Politics is the people that work there. They care about the students, and all they want is their success. We are the Hinckley Institute of Politics, but we have majors from every single part of campus. Whatever it is you're studying, we have a place for you. So whatever it is that you want to be part of, you're gonna have to learn. And understanding what the levers of government are, what the levers of power are, what they're connected to.
In the last decade, the Hinckley Institute has cemented its place on both the state and national stage, launching the Hinckley Report on PBS, establishing the Dan Jones Center for Public Service, and hosting the historic 2020 vice presidential debate. The Hinckley Institute has also deepened its commitment to civic service with the launch of the Youth Service Corps, an internship program dedicated to pairing student interns with local nonprofits. And in 2023, the Institute firmly established a presence in Washington, D.C.
The Orrin G. Hatch Center in Washington, D.C. is a game changer for our program. A permanent flag in Washington, D.C. for the University of Utah and the Hinckley Institute.
I wish I had participated in the Hinckley Institute of Politics, mainly because it's one of the true value creators in one's career and one's life. We need more Hinckley Institute of Politics. It's truly one of the premier experiences you can have here at the university.
Once you go through a Hinckley internship, you are not just connected to the Hinckley family for life, but you're connected to the network that will help you be successful.
I'm a lucky person to have had the opportunity to serve in this institution and at the University of Utah.
Working in the Hinckley Institute was one of the best blessings of my life. Once a Hinckley, always a Hinckley.
Never has a family been so into a program for so long as the Hinckley family.
We have so many more students that we're serving now than we started with. I can't believe how much it's grown.
Run for office, get engaged. This life is about participation. It's about the people who show up. And hopefully when you finish your Hinckley internship, you're a person that shows up for life.